Alright. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my Dark Souls Platinum Trophy Guide. My name is Drago, and as you might notice, behind me there's a nice big painting, and that is because we are about to embark on a journey into the painted world of Ariamis. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and pick up the armor of Black Iron Tarkus and his Great Shield. Now, this armor is, as you might expect, it has a pretty good stability and poise. However, it is not as useful simply because there are better armors out there that serve the same function, but have much better defenses or lower weight requirements, such as Giant's armor or Havel's armor, and so on and so forth. But it will get you some swag points if you use that armor. Now, as far as accessing the painted world of Ariamis, you will need a peculiar doll item to access the painting. So make sure you pick that up in Undead Asylum before you venture in here. Right away as you get into the painted world, you will have a bonfire accessible. Once you have the Lord Vessel, you'll be able to warp to this bonfire. However, you will not be able to warp out, so keep that in mind, simply because in order to warp out of this world, you will need to have access to the final area with a Crossbreed Priscilla, who is the optional boss. Now I'm going to go ahead and kindle the bonfire first so we have the maximum Estus flasks available. Now I highly suggest having a charcoal pine resin or fire weapon available because fire-based weapon prevent engorged zombies that you will encounter in this area from releasing their toxic cloud upon their death. So one thing to keep in mind, guys. And as you can see, I've upgraded the S-Stock a little bit. I like using that weapon, so I've upgraded it to plus 14. I did some farming in New Lando Ruins. There will be a few bodies hanging off the walls here, so if you shoot them down, you'll pick up humanity. I believe there are a total of 2 of them. So keep it in mind if you're running short on humanity or you're looking to acquire some more. So now I'm going to go ahead and buff with a fire resin. Okay, and here are some of these engorged zombie enemies that I was talking about earlier. It is very helpful to have a Dragon Crest shield handy and a fire-based weapon because it will prevent them from releasing the toxin upon their death. So keep it in mind, if you're running low on Estus Flask and if you don't have humanity to kindle the bonfire for more Estus Flasks, and you're looking to minimize the amount of the damage intake that you receive from the enemies. If you drop down here, you will get the Dry Finger item. It is a helpful item for PvP in case you're trying to summon more Dark Wraiths or Forest Invaders or Dark Moons. So it will it will lessen the time you have to wait for invasions. Down here there will be some rats. You can farm humanity from them. Just like rats in the depths in the Undead Parish, they will drop humanity occasionally. There's also Soul of a Brave Warrior. Occasionally they will also fall through the floor, which is kind of weird, but it happens also with the rats in the parish and the Undead Burg as well, so nothing new, I suppose. Now, see, since I don't have, gotta watch out for those fireball breathing enemies. I still have not upgraded my equipment, which I probably should have, so I'll be taking quite a bit of damage from these. I think that'll be the goal in between this this area and the next one, is to start upgrading my equipment just a little bit so I can take some more punishment. You know, I've done a good job upgrading my weapons so far in this playthrough. However, I've been slacking when it comes to upgrading all the other equipment. I've only have one fully upgraded shield, and I don't have any of my armor upgraded also. So upgrading armor does not make a huge difference, but it does help out, you know, and the more defense you have is usually better. So okay, now there's a little area here. Some more rats that magically fall through the floor, it seems like. Was hoping to pick up some humanity from these cats, but apparently not. Alright, now we received the Painting Guardian armor. Painting Guardians were the guys guarding this the gateway to the painted world of Ariamis. I guess they were the Painting Guardians after all. So, from my personal experience, usually just a velvet rope with a sign, keep distance from the painting, or something to that effect, usually does a better job. Alright, that'll be it. Just a couple more items here. There's lots of consumable souls in the area. And there's kind of like a mini boss sort of enemy right here. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the blood shield. And just after you pick up the items here, just go ahead and sprint back right away. Because if you get caught under this beast, he will trample you pretty much. So just be wary of that. And I should probably use my light crossbow. I think it will do maybe a little more damage, but let's check. Yeah, just a slightly more damage. And you will get the dragon scale for killing this dude. If you have any kind of magic attacks or spells, they would also come in handy. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and snipe the crap out of this dude, either with bow or arrows. Up to you. You can also melee him, but that's probably the most dangerous tactic. I prefer to just use either bow or crossbow for that. Now there are a couple of pyromancies throughout the level. We're gonna pick them up a little bit later on in our playthrough. There's also a miracle Vow of Silence, and Velka's Rapier, which is one of the weapons required for Platinum Trophy, as well as a Blood Shield, which is a very good shield for PvP in some parts of a single-player playthrough, such as boss fight of this level, where the boss does pretty high bleed damage. So keep that in mind, guys. And as you can see, Dragon ended up dropping the Undead Dragon ended up dropping the Dragon Scale. Now we're going to go ahead and pick up the red summon sign. These Harpy enemies, they also can drop souvenirs of reprisal. But watch out, they can pack quite a punch. If you keep your footing, you might just be able to make them fall off, and they will fall to their doom. Just like so. Red Sign Soapstone is a PvP item that works in a similar manner as the white Soapstone, except it will summon you as an enemy to the host instead of an ally. Alright, now I think we're just about done with this portion of this area, so we're going to go ahead and proceed down into the lower part of the level, where we will encounter some more enemies. Oh, and as you can see, there's one of the souvenirs of reprisal. You will need a total of 10 for getting the Darkmoon Blade Miracle and the Darkmoon Talisman. Now, the enemy outside will seem a little bit familiar to those who play Demon Souls. It's kind of a throwback to the Phalanx enemy in Demon Souls. Killing it does not really get you a whole lot of stuff, but you will get quite a bit of souls, so if you got time on your hands to deal with them, you might as well kill them. Before you proceed to any other parts of the level, there is a Ring of Sacrifice on the body here, and if you shoot down another body hanging off the rampart, I guess, I don't remember what they're called, but there will be another humanity for you. Alright. Now let's see what parts of the level we have not yet discovered. There is an area to the side here. We have some more enemies. Then another consumable soul. Before we go into the pit with the bone wheel skeletons, I will show you guys the location of the another pyromancy, and we'll also get invaded by the King Jeremiah, who's a throwback to the old monk boss fight character. And King Jeremiah only appears when you go down to this area to pick up the souls. Yeah, not a very tough enemy, but if you're a mage or a cleric build, it will be a little harder just because he has higher defenses against magic attacks than pure physical or any other kind of attacks. So keep that in mind. You can get his armor later on also after you beat Priscilla, or if you get to that area of the Priscilla boss fight, although I do think you need to either quit game first or rest by the bonfire before you can access his armor set. And here is the location of Pyromancy Acid Surge. Not as useful as it was in Demon Souls, just because it does not do as much damage to equipment. And it is a lot easier to repair stuff early on in the game than it was in Demon Souls. So pretty useless pyromancy, but then again it is required for the trophy. Now the next part of the level will be the infamous Bone Wheel Skeleton Pit, and I'm going to go ahead and go there next, but first we're going to go ahead and we're going to open the shortcut to the bonfire. Alright, I might have to use a different weapon than the Aztec. Seems to be doing very, very little damage to the enemies. Ooh. Bummer. I clearly overestimated myself there. Thought I would have just enough stamina, but oh well. Now, not gonna repair my stuff quite yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and get my souls. I actually did not think they would kill me on new game with 30 HP. I got 30 HP right now, but I guess I should know better than underestimate those guys. I've also upgraded the longsword. I don't know if it will be better against them or not, but so far I'm just gonna try. Try the claymore and see maybe if that will do better. Jeez, having a really tough time with these guys. Well, at least Claymore takes better care of them. Okay, now that I picked up my bloodstain, I can go ahead and kill this dude. As you can see, the fire weapon prevented him from releasing the toxic cloud, and I was able to pick up the fire surge pyromancy. Now, the only thing we have remaining is the Vow of Silence miracle, and I will show you guys how to pick that up shortly here. First, we're going to go ahead and open up some more shortcuts, and we're going to pick up the annex key so we can get the Vow of Silence miracle, as well as the Velka's Rapier, which is a good weapon for magic class builds or dexterity intelligence hybrids. Alright, if I can find my way around this goddamn place. Let's see here. Oh yeah, right here. Watch out, in this big hole there will be quite a few more of these bone wheel skeleton enemies. And you can also open up a shortcut to the boss fight. Pretty nifty. I think there's only one of these guys left. Oh, that was pretty smooth. Two for the price of one. Over the past year and a half of playing this game, I've developed insatiable hatred towards these bone wheel skeletons. They're more annoying here than they are in the catacombs. So, and they do seem to do quite a bit of more damage. And it looks like I got a nice welcoming party here. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and take out these guys real quick. Or maybe not. Bad idea, retreat. I think that was like 2 spears that they hit me with, 2 spears. All of a sudden I just feel like I'm in New Game Plus or something. Alright, fuck that. I'm gonna tuck my tail and run. Okay, now this is the part where we use the annex key. Just for reference, guys, in case some of you have not played this part yet. I know a majority of you probably have been. So, okay, Now this is the part where you get the Rapier. And here I became toxic just because I did not have a fire weapon. It's alright, it's alright. I'm gonna correct that mistake. Oh, no, 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 no! That was so sneaky! That was so sneaky! Oh my god. Did you see that shit? That fucking Harpy just landed right on top of me without any warning whatsoever. Okay, I guess I see something new every day. I have not had that happen before, ever. I guess I was really close to their landing spot. Maybe that's why that happened. But I have not seen that ever. I mean, I gotten killed by the bone will skeletons plenty of times, but never died quite like that. So I guess there's a first for everything. Oh well. I did not appreciate that, not gonna lie. Fuck. Pardon my French. Okay, well, we're slowly crawling towards the finish line at this point. I still gotta do the tail cut on the final boss, so I'm sure they'll be entertaining. Not. Alright. Our 2 kills him in one shot. Better stick with that. Okay, that worked out a little, or maybe not. Yeah. Fuck that. I'm just gonna lure these guys up the stairs. They still do quite a bit of damage. So, better watch out. Oh, man. Okay, Bloodstain, and then I'm also gonna pick up the Occult Ember. Dark Ember, I should say. It helps you forge occult weapons when you give it to Blacksmith Andre. So if you're running a Faith build and you're planning on making more occult weapons outside of the occult club that we've picked up in Anne Orlando, that is the right item for you to use. Ooh, did not want to fall over there. If you want to pick up the Oswald set, he's the partner in Undead Parish. It's located right in this area. Do not fall into this hole. Alright, now I was able to take out these guys with no problem. Thank God. Now next up we're gonna... Oh, another souvenir reprisal. Nice. I know a lot of people have problems with invading with the Blue Eye Orb, which is the Darkmoon Covenant item, because you invade only players who have accumulated sin. So kind of narrows down the selection a little bit, but I usually invade an Undead Burg or Kiln kill another first flame with it, as you might have saw in my Darkmoon series that I had on my channel before starting up this guide. There's not a whole lot of problems there, so if you invade in one of those areas, most likely you'll be able to find enemies without too much problem. So another Knight of Bernique, just like the same type as you encountered in Sense Fortress and Undead Parish. Also has a chance of dropping large Titanite shards. God bless his soul. Alright, now for this battle, I'm going to equip a little faster weapon. I'm going to try out the longsword. I got it at plus 14. You have to kill Crossbreed Priscilla at least once, just so you can get her soul to get her weapon. Oh, by the way, I do strongly recommend having some of these blood red moss clumps, just because she will be inflicting quite a bit of bleed on you if she hits you. Also, you can pick up, see now since I died, I'm able to pick up the Xanthus set. Now, there are a couple of ways to do it. You can either equip a pyromancy, such as a Chaos Fireball, which will make her visible once she turns invisible, or you can throw some poison daggers at her so you'll be able to spot her. Another thing to do is also switch out for a blood shield that you've acquired. I'm going to go ahead and do that, just to be a little bit more resistant for the bleed damage. And my goal here is to cut off her tail, so I'm going to go ahead and start out with that. Okay. Where are the footsteps? Now remember, the goal is to cut off her tail. Ah, man. She's pretty good at dodging from that tail cut. Oh, yes, I got it. I got it, and now I can kill her. I'm sorry, I love you, but I have to kill you. And I was able to get the dagger and the soul of Priscilla, and the dagger is one of the tail cut weapons. You also get the trophy for defeating her. Fuck yeah, double fuck yeah, triple fuck yeah, awesome, good. Now I can go to bed a happy man. Alright. Now, to travel back to the normal areas, all you have to do is just take a plunge down the cliff. You will be greeted by some painted guardians, so you can just go ahead and run past them. Once you get close enough to the cliff, this animation will trigger where it will send you back to the Anorlando area with the painting. God, I'm pumped. Fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. Oh, so happy. That tail cut is probably that and the Sieve tail cut, who's a boss later on. Those are the toughest two tail cuts for my money in the whole game. So hopefully we'll have the same luck with Sieve as well. But Sieve tends to be just a little bit easier simply because you can try him over and over and over again. So he's not that much of a trouble. Now I'm gonna go ahead and before we do anything else, next area will be the next area will go into the Great Hollow and the Ash Lake, and we're gonna farm for some Titanite slabs. So, but before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run down to the Darkmoon Tomb, and we're gonna teleport to Orlando because somebody is really pissed off about us killing Gwendolyn and want to take their revenge. So I'm gonna go ahead and teleport to Orlando from here, and we're gonna defeat the Darkmoon Knightess. Then we're gonna get her Firekeeper Soul from her, and we're gonna upgrade our Estus Flask some more. Yeah, I don't think so, baby. Tonight is just not your night. Yeah, I'm gonna poise backstab you. How do you like that? Alright, Firekeeper Soul, hell yeah. And just go ahead and use the Homeward Bone to teleport back to the bonfire. And eventually you want to try to find your way to Phalanx Shrine so you can upgrade your flask. And we will proceed to the next area after that. Also, if you're looking for somewhere to spend those souls, you can use them to upgrade your Pyromancer Flame, because next up we're going to also learn some Pyromancy spells from Quilana, who's a Pyromancy trainer. If Sigmar is still up here, you will get the dialogue from him where he tells you that he's going to head down below, which is conveniently enough is where we're headed. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and before I forget, let's go ahead and upgrade the Estus Flask. Alrighty. Estus Flask reinforced. Alright, now I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of my Dark Souls Platinum Trophy Guide. You guys have a good day. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the commentary. Thank you.